Okay, so this video will be just like a quick video. Um, I hope because I'm kind of burnt out on videos. But because I have a few videos planned for the future, but like not too many. It's just gonna be a quick video detailing basically what this is, the title as well, and yeah, this video that this guy made. The irony is, if I made this video, everybody would disagree with me. But yeah, it says the most insane connection between Elden Ring, Nightreign, and Dark Souls. I mean, and there are a few stretches, like up to I think maybe around this point with the following this theory part right here. I don't agree with like the rest of this stuff, but I do agree with the fact that having Demon Prince, Demon in Pain, and Demon Below, and having Artorias as well with the Deep and the Abyss is very thematic because especially in a DLC where there's a Dreg Lord and there's the Dreg Heap, which is and the thing is, I noticed this. I was like, I just didn't want to make a video on it because I would look like the crazy person. I would look like the crazy person. But if somebody else makes a video on it and they get positive reception, sure. Sure, I can follow suit with that because then it wouldn't just be my word you're hearing. It's their word as well, right? That's always how it goes. But almost always how it goes. But the thing I noticed recently um is something regarding the music. And I have made videos about music in the past for I also compose on the side, so like I know certain things, but this one is kind of tripping me up. Like these other videos I've made are like there's Rain in the Nightreign main theme, which is something I did not notice until I listened to it. Like think I there is actually like some kind of rain ambience sound. Like it sounds like it in the theme itself, which is something I never noticed before. And the other one, which was more popular seemingly, was something I noticed about Bale the Dread, Elden Ring DLC, Game of Thrones. So that goes into depth about how I was also connecting the dots between like Bale and Game of Thrones, and it was like I realized that it sounded kind of similar there too, because they are themes for each, right? But the thing about this, what's tripping me out here, because I also like I said, this one just connects about um the DLC and all that. You can see this when I scroll through the video. I'm not gonna play the video, but if you want, you can just watch the video yourself. It's by Corey the Flame. He mentions stuff like between the connection of how the Dreadlord looks similar to like Manus and right around right around here I think similar to Manus, and then also Gale. And like Gale he mentioned with particularly like how he fights. So you can see like he does bring up similarities between Dreadlord and Gale. And to me, like I said, I don't agree with like the end some of the end of this video where it's like goes into like deep lore connections. Like I think it's very loosely connected at best. But like especially between the bosses they picked as well for the DS Dark Souls returning bosses. Yeah, we have right here um logs of me and Rumeto. That's the person I play with Nightreign with, friend I should say, and he we were talking about it. So he said it gives me Gale vibes for some reason. That's what he said, and then I was saying, well, I consider him to be like Manus. And if you read the date, it says 05/12/25. So the 5th of December 2025. Um, and for me, well, obviously you can tell that this video from Corey came out 3 days ago, and that would be Wednesday, Tuesday, that might have been like Monday. December Monday, right? So it might have been in December the 8th. And so obviously what we were talking about before, it's just connections between how people from the Souls community view things, and apparently still make connections even though we don't have any ties besides liking Souls. Um, Besides that, I am just kind of uh, like this thing is, I don't know why, like my brain, I think I honestly do think that this other music thing that I picked up on is something that, like, I think the other ones that I like, the Rain and the Nightreign team and the Veil the Dread thing, are way more um cohesive. Like they have their ideas sound a bit more uh plausible than what I'm about to describe. Like, because I was comparing the OSTs between, well, not before I even did that, my mind was like, wait, this sounds kind of similar. This kind sounds kind of similar to the female voice in Dark Souls 3. But I was like, but now that I'm playing it back, I'm like, wait, I think that might not be true. I think it might not be true. I think this might just be in my head because it doesn't sound too similar, but when I just my not me second guessing myself, my first sense towards this thing was like, it sounds did they reference it slightly or something? So I'm just gonna play it out real quick because I still this is not, I think I still think that the other videos that I made about music for Souls, like connections and stuff, it sounds connections as well as just Easter eggs maybe, they sound a lot better than this. But let me just try to show you what I would mean by this. I had to slow. There's one here that's just the regular speed for the Dreadlord, and then there's one here that's slowed down so that I can play both. Because the tempo of the Dreadlord thing is a bit more, I think, than the Dark Souls 3 OST, which is slightly slower. So I had to slow the Dreadlord one down to make it kind of sound a bit similar. This is not like, we had the other connections before with the Dreadlord and how the Souls people, the Souls community thinks this and that, and how we made those connections. But this one is just kind of a loose tangent, sort of. It's like something that I just had a feeling towards, and I have to just at least mention it, right? So I think it's around 041. So it's like this part for the Dark Souls OST, and then for the Dreadlord it goes um, around here, I think. It's like the climactic part here. Like that, and then when it's slowed down it sounds like this. Hang on. And it could just be that they're like very strong presence um female voices in music, but it's like I'm like, it sounds like, I don't know. And it could also be like they're kind of like the climaxes of the song each, but like the pivotal point for when the song starts to elevate itself. But I don't. I'm not sure. Like this one is kind of beating me a little bit. But my brain was like, hey, check this out, and I was like, okay, I'm not sure about this now that I'm viewing it consciously. So I'll leave it up to you and see if you agree or disagree with how similar they kind of sound. Because of course it's still very different, but I just still I don't know. I feel like there's something there. I don't know, but it feels like there's something there, some kind of loose, if not some kind of connection, if not loose connection.